My beautiful stars, reading time. This one's late today, but I'm feeling lovable. So, I'm actually looking forward to this reading. All right, let's just confirm because I'm feeling so much like love. So, I just want to see what's going on in your current connection with the person on your mind, main collective. Oh, my little J's there. That could be an important initial. Love bubble. All right, current connection with the main collective. Okay, so we've got photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, wanting to make new memories. Sorry, it's because I'm feeling, I thought this might have been in, it could be about to enter in. Have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. Maybe there has been hesitation here for quite a while. You could have felt really strung along by this connection. You could actually be watching this thinking that you've always just, or you're in the mode that maybe you felt that you were just an option here. Hold on, let's get one more for strung along. I was feeling a lot of, wow, okay, so right collective, you did, I think even now as you're watching this, you could be feeling that this was just very one-sided. This person presented very self-absorbed here, so this person clearly hasn't, maybe your initial connection, this person really love-bombed you in your eyes as well, but if you're watching this and you felt strung along and that this person doesn't really care, I think you're highly mistaken here. One more for strung along, golden mirror. This is coming in quick. I feel this is a now reading. Sudden change, epiphany, shock. I think this person is aching over you. Insane chemistry, liking each other equally. I think this collective, you're about to get a surprise. Hold on, before we keep going, I just want to see dice. I was feeling this was now. Okay, 4. So within the next 4 days. All right. What's around this collective? Reminiscing. There could have been a lot of sexual chemistry with this person as well. Air sign. You could be an air sign. They could be an air sign. You could have shared a pregnancy with this person. Don't make these details fit. Or you could have been trying to have a child with them as well. Your pets would be acting very differently around you. So maybe your pets are a lot more affectionate around you. Or they could be keeping their distance from you right now. I think this collective, your energy is shifting. But you might not even be aware of it. You could have shared a pet with this person. Or you're going to get a pet with this person. Or maybe you want to get a new pet right now. One more for your top row, next 4 days. So within the next 4 days, if you do have pets, really see how your pets are acting around you. I'm seeing my little Salem bring a mouse to the door. Maybe if you have a cat, they bring... Oh, they're watching you. Little spy. Someone's got their eye on you doing more research. This person, things haven't been the right time here, maybe. Let's get one more for... If you think that this is one-sided and you've been strung along, they clearly haven't made their emotion very clear then, but clearly something's been going on in this person's life. We'll have to tap in. We'll have to get really specific. One more for that, please. cycles. Maybe they have popped in a few times, but maybe they haven't really made their emotion clear to you. But this is about fate, karma, something ended, something's about to begin. For the right collective, because you got spy and not the right time, I don't think the right collective, you know what's going on in this person's life. So even though there might have been a few interactions since whatever this was initially, I don't think this person's really opened up and let you know where they are in life or what they're doing, or like the right collective, I don't think you have any idea what's been going on with this person. But let's confirm these. A lot of passion, action, days, so you could be a fire air pairing, fire sign, or they could be, but I'm more feeling the action and the passion that's coming forward here. Wow. So underneath expecting, right collective, you shared a home with this person. So I think you lived with this person in the past. But this is also about moving and moving in with your partner. Do I think you're moving in with your partner in the next 4 days? No, but I said partner. I have it. Hold on, I want one more for that. If you felt strung along and like an option, like this is pretty, like pregnancy, sharing a home. I'm on the fence if this was something short-lived or if this was a bit longer term. It's reminding me of a collective kind of taking off where you left off. I want one more for this. Maybe there's a deep conversation coming about this, putting things under review that have had communication issues. So this line here, there clearly hasn't been healing through this. So maybe this is why you did feel strung along and you question, was this just love bombing? Was this, you know, is this person a narcissist? That golden mirror is about a narcissist energy. I think whatever happened here that caused your ending, I don't think this has ever been communicated. I don't think you've ever put this whole situation under review, and that makes sense with this. So even though I feel this person might have popped in a couple times, again, I don't think there's been a depth of a conversation had, okay? And side note, you could be having car issues. Maybe this person had car issues. You could be going through some electronic issues. But putting everything under review. Okay, maybe you also, underneath pets, we've had challenges. So maybe you've had just maybe a little bit of a sick fur baby, or, but remember what I said before as well. Maybe you and this person were planning on getting a pet, okay? And there was maybe some challenges here with that. Maybe you never ended up getting a pet, but making a decision and working on inner healing. Or maybe your fur babies have really been kind of your emotional support since this. Don't make these details fit, my angel, especially a reading like this. I don't want to give anyone false hope. They're bewitched by you. Love spell under this spy. They could even think maybe you have done something to them if they're this energetically pulled to you right now. Last one, confession. So, wow. I think there's a very deep conversation happening. Like I said, as I was coming in, I kind of felt this was in. I felt someone was kind of really in the midst of a really intense love bubble. So, what I can feel, this isn't long. Oh, sorry, Salem's at the door. Hold on. Sorry, I had to let her out for a little nightly prowl. But what I was saying, for me to feel such a lovey, like a love bubble, lovey-dovey energy, I feel this is going to be a nice reading. But let's keep going with this. Let's just confirm your actual connection right now, and then we'll break this down. I really feel the right collective, you're in complete lost hope. As I'm going to have to do a U verse then. Again, I think the right collective, you're finally in the mode that you're trying to accept what's happened here. You're wanting to stop this, break the pattern, this silent treatment, abandonment. You're trying to be strong. Breakup, separation, stopping the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment, trying to have time with friends. I don't think you have presented happily single, but you are trying to live, or it could have been them as well. Right after this separation, and maybe that's why you thought, was this just one-sided? Was this ever real? Maybe this is why you felt like an option. If you guys were living together and planning to have children, like, you wouldn't have just been like, oh, I was just an option. So maybe it's because of this. Maybe this person really has presented, like, since whatever this was, especially if every time they've popped in, it's been very cold and just no really deep conversation about where they're at life or where you are in life. Why do I feel this is more how this person presented? Like, when they left, it was kind of like they chose silence and you felt abandoned. Even if you had pop-ins, like I said, there's nothing deep spoken. But as you're watching this, you could be trying to just be living in the moment. But again, I'm confirming the connection. So I think this presenting happy and moved on and just having the time of their life, I actually feel this is more the collective. I think you were thinking this, but I think you were highly mistaken. But anyway, let's just keep going, reminiscing, looking at your photos. They like romance is blooming, fun, flirting, wanting to date. They're seeing you as their happiness, expansion, joy, oneness, enjoying each other. And maybe this is what they're reminiscing about. If it clearly was a very intense, love-filled kind of bond. I think you did see each other as each other's joy, and you were planning expansion, and you were seeing each other as paradise. And maybe this is what they're really going over right now. If they've had things in their life that have made this not the right time, and those things are starting to, they clearly are, they're sieving through whatever the blocks were here, and we will get into it. It's like now that their heart space is opening back up, I feel this person's a little bit hooked, I'm not going to lie. Let's Cupid's arrow. I think this person has clearly held their cards close to their chest. You're about to find something out. Okay, I think this is going to be a shock to the system. Be lighthearted, finding things out, things finally coming to light, confession, help adapt, change and heal. Seeing my little shock face, you know, that surprise call card. Be lighthearted. Hold on, one more. You could be feeling a little bit... hold on. If they're telling you to be lighthearted with this Cupid's arrow, there's a reason. You might be a little bit upset at the moment at this person, or... Hold on, one more for that, please. Oh, I think because of the cycles here, just be careful. You don't want to self-sabotage. I feel just, and I haven't even got other decks, and I feel such a genuine love-filled energy, but this is about sabotage or rebuild, repetitive, working. It's a real 50-50, and if every other time this has popped in, it's been kind of gut-wrenching. I'm seeing my Queen of Swords. I just don't think this collective, you should approach this like Ice Queen energy. I'm going to have to confirm everything though, but that's what I'm getting from this. If you don't really see this situation in a bit of a healed lens with a bit of understanding and compassion, you just don't want to go into self-destructive mode, okay? It's up to you. It's up to you. I'm just here for advice, but I think whatever this confession is that's coming, I think this person's actually going to really open up about what the blocks have been in their life. Not just about their emotion for you, but I actually feel this person's going to... I don't want to speak too soon. I want to get other cards here. Because if this collective, you have an impression that this person's one-sided, even if you've had question, are they a narcissist or are they an avoidant, are they this, are they that, I feel strong, like there's clearly a bit of pain in this collective's heart. So let's just get one for that. Insane chemistry, liking each other equally, and the lightning. Holy moly, you've got the lightning, you've got the dragonfly, and you've got the sword of truth, the sword and row. So this one row here, you've got the lightning as well. So you've got double confirmation that you're about to get a shock here. Sudden chain, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. You've got some big truths on the way here, this collective, which means if this person's about to really open up and be honest, and they haven't been honest, hold on, one more. Oh my God, you got it. I can feel it. Sorry. You got the 20 card. So you haven't been strung along, and you weren't not, you clearly, this all had to happen the way it's happened. But this is underneath them coming in with this shock revelation, and I'm not going to lie, I'm also seeing my seduction card. Wow, I think there's some big things coming for this collective. This person might really come in, and this could be a union energy, my angels. Like if they're wanting to talk about this twin flame journey with you, I know we're confirming your connection, right? But you've got the 2 cards about the epiphany, the shocking news, the revelation, and twin flames has come out here. Like if you haven't seen any spiritual development from this person, like I said, I don't think you guys have had a deep conversation since whatever this axe was. I just think this collective, you're about to be very highly shocked. Like they're stepping into their power with this energy. Girl talk axe. I'm going to be honest, from what I'm seeing from this, I don't think this collective's had answers, and you've tried to give yourself your own answers, and your answers was, this person's happy, they're moving on. If they loved me, they wouldn't have left this way. They wouldn't have just abandoned me. This must have been love bombing. This must just be love trauma. this person used me, whatever the case, but the right collective, you must have so much belief in your divine journey for this to even, mirror. Maybe you both, maybe you thought this about you and they thought this about you. They could have been, and I find you true divines, even though feminines really take a path of celibacy, when you're first activating, you guys are going absolute woo-woo, because you're seeing the universe for the first time. The way you're presenting, and you've got to go right back to the start of your separation. If you were just very kind of and online and acting like you were having the time of your life, you're finally activating to the magic for the first time in your life. So you guys are so... I always say spiritual awakening, yes, it's confronting because you get awakened by bloody losing everything. But when you really go back, it's one of the most joyous times in your life because everything's just magical. Seeing all the signs and synchronicities, you guys are really having the time of your life. You might not feel it in the moment, but when you guys look back, a lot of you guys miss your initial activation. You guys chase the high again through, am I allowed to say it online? By the medicinal stuff, the psychedelics. And I always say stay away from that, but I feel this person in an odd way, and you might not know this, but I think this person thought you moved on and you were having the time of your life. But I think you both, this whole journey have come in and out from the divine pool. It's like you guys do, you ride the wave of detachment and then belief and then the extreme longing and then the extreme of, you guys all have your stages. But I do think for a long time, this collective... you kept falling back onto, I must be crazy. If this was really this person would be here. But again, I always say it, average separation 3.5, 4 years. You guys have got so much to transform and overcome. Okay. I just hope, and I want to get the main collective first, because if you are still coming in and out of, oh, this is that, this is you wouldn't be close to union because you haven't surrendered, you haven't released, and you haven't really understood this whole journey was always about you and finding your center and getting onto your path, finding your divine energy, breaking free from the cycles that have kept you bound here from life after life. If you were still coming in and out of this, I can't see how it's union energy. But if you were finally just starting to surrender and understand that what had to happen, this is just a negative mind frame to think like this. I'm getting a bit stumped here. Because this row, that's not good. Okay. Unless... could be your masculine thinking that about you. Because you got the mirror here with having the time of your life, happily single, moving on, doing this, doing that. You need to reflect, because I'm going back to the start of your separation. So you've got to see how you were right at the start. Did this person try and come back? Do you think that they might have felt I don't know, this was stumping me. Anyway, let's get into it. But endings bring new beginnings. Let's get into it because this row is making me feel a little bit all right. I just want to see you guys right now. I want to see you guys, but let's get you out of the way first. Age gap. A lot of divines have age gap. The intensity. There is something about this specifically says love bombing. Maybe but I see that as explosion of emotion. You could be dissecting that golden mirror energy right now. It's not a good outlook, mate. Oh, God. I think you're not happy. You want to break free. You feel like a puppet to this journey right now as you're watching this. This is why you have to be lighthearted. Well, you don't have to be. It's up to you what you want to do, but... Oh, God. I think this collective, you're starting to think, was this just a trauma bond? Codependent, the avoidant, the anxiety. Oh, God. You're going over the nitty-gritties right now. So that middle row, that's how you feel about your person. It's not them thinking that about you. But you want forgiveness and you want the apology. My angels, you know what I'm going to say. You want the apology here, but then look at this energy. I think the right collective, you just, again, I think you're questioning right now. In this moment, as you're watching this, you're questioning. I was feeling such love bubble. I was on the verge of union and I ain't, like, energy, and I ain't gonna lie, this is not a good perspective here. But then you see them as make it make sense. So you see them as your divine masculine, but then why are you focusing on this, my angels? Why? Maybe you're overwhelmed. Maybe you're trying to get... This doesn't give you guys peace of mind or peace of being. Focusing on this stuff. I say it all the time. This makes you overwhelmed. It makes you agitated. It makes you angry. It makes you look at them like a narcissist or an avoidant or whatever. You've got to clear this mind frame, my loves. That's why that dragonfly's there. Self-sabotage. Just saying. Just saying. Oh my God, it is. It's you guys, you little shits. You were like, they're avoidant. They're a love bomber. Stop. Because the other half of your brain wants this apology and you see them as your divine masculine. Holy moly, this would drive anyone crazy. This is what puts you guys on the Delulu train, the in and out belief. You're trying to fight your subconscious programming. This is society. So what's happened in your divine journey, society has taught you to say this person's this, this, this. If they really loved you, they would be here with this. But you're going into the programming you're trying to break free from. I am only here for advice, and I just feel such a beautiful... You might ruin something good here, my angels. This all had to happen. You've got to get out of the mind frame. They're a love bomber. They're that you're puppeted to this and this and that. Oh my gosh. How much you've chased this, how much you've energetically chased this. Again, how you just want to break free from this energy. You want to stop thinking about them. You're going through a lesson. Wounding. I don't know, and this is also what does it. If you honestly think this person's got fatherhood trauma and this and that, how do you see them as your divine masculine? It's like you're going over their attachments, the way they avoid or their anxiety, whatever it is. You could be thinking about your own wounding, especially if you're thinking this is just a trauma bond, a part of you, clearly not all of you. But if you're going over this person and thinking their behavior comes from not the best fatherly example, then that's just completely contradicting, because you can't see them as a divine masculine but then think they're bound to their upbringing and then the trauma. It's like, I have to choose one direction here. I say it all the time. You need to clear this out, my angels. Otherwise, what is supposed to be coming for you is going to go to absolute shit. Because I promise you, just the intensity and the love, and this person's clearly wanting to come in and declare something great. But if you're seeing them and you are now imprinting that they're just a love bomber and this and that, it's like it's going to trigger you, what they want to say to you, and you're not going to trust in what they're going to say. And again, you're going to go into self-sabotage. You're going to put yourself in Queen of Swords, Ivory Tower. You tell me the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and no truth they're going to say is going to feel valid for you. Why? This must just be a sudden shift for the right collective. There is no way this person's coming in if you're still fighting this all the time. Like, I feel this don't make it fit. I think you've been trying to stay so strong and you've been so positive, and I don't know. I feel this has literally been a transition within 24 hours for the right collective. Okay, this is finding you for a far greater reason than knowing this person's coming in with some declaration. This is coming. Your higher self is saying, what are you doing? This is meant to kick you up the bum and get you back into your positive mind frame. Don't make it fit. Okay, this is clearly something that happens to you quite regularly, and you've got to stop with this. This is going... You're going to put fear right into them and your threads. And they're so close to you right now. They're on top of your socials. They're spying. They're reminiscing. They would feel this. And where they just want to come in and go blah, 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 they're going to clam up and shut down. Okay? This is finding you to stop thinking like this. Forgiveness. Movement. So you want it. You're craving it. This reminds me of someone, like, I don't know if you've just said to your team, oh, if this doesn't happen, I'm done. Like, I just feel you're so angry and it's come out of nowhere. Oh my God. Stop that thought pattern. Advice. But then you find into your muse, I just heard. I love them. When you're in a positive mind, maybe you've just been going through a bit of sadness and overwhelm. If they're reminiscing, you'd be thinking about them more than ever, and maybe you clearly feel them and it's creating a pull in you. But instead of just surrendering, because clearly you felt the pull before, it's now making you upset and it's making you overwhelmed. You're trying to put logic, you're trying to soothe yourself, but you're trying to soothe yourself in the wrong way. Okay? I always say this, just to release a heavy emotion, you don't need to attach it with negative logic. Oh, they're just this, they're just that. They've still got all this trauma. That's what you're imprinting. Why do people have to release by judging someone else? It doesn't make sense to me, and it shows how badly all of our human brains are programmed. Soon as we feel something's off, we start judging people in our mind. And it's a lesson you guys are meant to learn. Just because you're overwhelmed, you don't have to turn around and call this person every single name under the sun to make your brain feel better, because it never makes you feel better. This is why this always comes around in cycles, to teach you this is not the way to deal with it. Okay? Sorry, tough love. It just upsets me seeing this, because this collective, you've clearly been on this divine journey for a while. You should be past this. Then you go straight into the ghosting. Oh, but they did this. It's like you're forgetting what this whole journey is about. Okay? How can you think it's so contradicting? Every card is contradicting. Oh, they ghosted. Oh, but we're divinely protected. Why hold on to the negativity? Sorry, I have to say it. You'll ruin something good here. And if this person has never been able to open up to you through this, and now they finally open up to you, and then you're in this triggered point, you're going to feel like you're a little bit entitled. And I can just imagine the things that are going to come out of this collective's mouth. You have to try and soothe this energy. That's what I'd be focusing on in the next 4 days. Let it go camping or something. Go off the grid. Get off your socials. You clearly feel them and it's creating a pull in you, but instead of just surrendering, because clearly you felt the pull before, it's now making you upset and it's making you overwhelmed. You're trying to put logic, you're trying to soothe yourself, but you're trying to soothe yourself in the wrong way. Okay? I always say this, just to release a heavy emotion, you don't need to attach it with negative logic. Oh, they're just this, they're just that, they've still got all this trauma. That's what you're imprinting. Why do people have to release by judging someone else? It doesn't make sense to me, and it shows how badly all of our human brains are programmed. Soon as we feel something's off, we start judging people in our mind. And it's a lesson you guys are meant to learn. Just because you're overwhelmed, you don't have to turn around and call this person every single name under the sun to make your brain feel better, because it never makes you feel better. This is why this always comes around in cycles, to teach you this is not the way to deal with it, okay? Sorry, tough love. It just upsets me seeing this, because this collective, you've clearly been on this divine journey for a while. You should be past this. Then you go straight into the ghosting. Oh, but they did this. It's like you're forgetting what this whole journey is about, okay? How can you think it's so contradicting? Every card is contradicting. Oh, they ghosted. Oh, but we're divinely protected. Why hold on to the negativity? Sorry, I have to say it. You'll ruin something good here. And if this person has never been able to open up to you through this, and now they finally open up to you, and then you're in this triggered point, you're going to feel like you're a little bit entitled. And I can just imagine the things that are going to come out of this collective's mouth. You have to try and soothe this energy. That's what I'd be focusing on in the next 4 days. Let it go camping or something. Go off the grid. Get off your socials. Just focus on you time, nature time, and your connection to your team time, because you need to get back into your center. I just want a couple cards from the universe for you, this collective, what you need to clear out. You're on a crossroads, so it's literally, you either choose to switch your energy and get back into your positivity, or you could... It's up to you, but literally take a road trip. That's what I would do if I was this collective. I would just take some time by yourself and definitely stay off socials right now. Holy moly. You're feeling restless because you can feel the step into your divine feminine energy. This isn't divine feminine energy. The Chariot's on the way. You're seeing it too black and white right now. This has clearly just come, the right collective, this has just come over you. It's a test. This is where you belong, they're saying. This is comfort here, and this is safe. It's safe to love, okay? It's framework, it's structure. You've been building something great. Just because the timing hasn't aligned to you, trust. Another card of pregnancy, birth as well. That's another detail for this collective, but this is trying to renew right now. It's trying to transform. You can feel the restlessness, but you need to relieve with peace and trust, okay? You need to step into your feminine energy, and maybe you've been really feeling them over the past 1 to 3 months, and even though you've felt them so much, there hasn't been movement, or there hasn't been any kind of inkling that they're still in your energy, and now you're getting to a breaking point. Just before anything big comes into our life, I'm telling you, the darkness tries to throw us off, and this collective... I think you've really been nearly at the point a few times clearly in your cycles that this could have worked, but this exact same emotion comes over you. It's not about having to just forgive this person in the moment. Like if there has been, but with this specific collective, I don't think this person's toyed with you. Yes, I see they've popped in, but haven't opened up. It's not like this person was like, oh, let's go on a date and never showed up, or it's not like this person declared their love and then disappeared. I literally think it's just been, it's the time away here that's driving this collective crazy. You just need to understand what this is all for. And when you're in your strength, you do understand what it's all for. But I just think you can really feel them heavily right now. But the only way you're going to get forward movement here is to redirect this energy, be stronger than your mind, because that Chariot, once that Chariot's made its mind up, it's on its way. And I, from the beginning of this, I felt this was an actual connection I was tapping into with the love I could feel. But now that I'm reading this, it's becoming a bit concerning because of the feminine energy. That's not good. Oh my God, the card of marriage. And it's your belief system, subconscious programming that's activating. This is coming from the universe. Principles, religion, dogma, spirituality, but collective consciousness, your belief system. Breaking free from this. You do not need to be so black and white in the mind. No, remember, you're 5% of this population. You're not the 95 really, let's be real. Yes, 10% of them are the government structures, the world leaders, the schooling system, but you aren't. So why do you keep falling back into that outlook? Because you guys, the divine, you're meant to break people free out of that outlook. And that's what you're falling into. This is nothing but programming that's doing this to you. Okay? This could lead to marriage, to grounding, to rooting, like into the soil. And you got the tree, love from the start of time. Another one about grounded, another card of fertility. Personal growth, past life, relationship evolving, I'm going to say. My angels. Oh, be gentle right now with yourself and with this person. Need a different perspective because they're trying to bring this manifestation glowing thread in for you. Handle this carefully. Handle yourself carefully right now. This is a unique situation, a very unique situation. This much of the population get to experience. You're not meant to know all the answers. Believe. Okay. I'm being so I can't see how this would be coming in with this energy. Alright, let's get them. Hopefully this becomes a bit clearer. I ain't gonna lie, that wasn't good. Let's see how they're feeling. Twin flames with inner healing and missing you. This is how they're feeling towards you right now. So they're going over whatever your last point was, the right collective. You were clearly ghosted, left on red. They're getting courage. So they're going over their behavior. Bravery, determination, persistence. Lion, king. Oh, how is this happening? Because this collective's so... Fate, written in the stars. You're their blueprint. Did you just hear that go off? Oh my God. Holy moly, and you've got this action, rapid movement forward. By the way, that cheetah is a divine masculine energy in our beautiful animal deck. You've got courage, action, fate, blueprint written in the stars. They know. So they already have fear over this last point of this ghosting. Stop feeding into it, okay? Telepathy, so they can you can feel them, and because you feel the pull on you, but you felt this before, now you're going straight into negativity. I don't even think you're believing. Oh, you could have moments. Like I said, I feel this shift has come over you within this last 24 hours. This is finding you to clear that perspective. I promise you the right collective. The universe is aligning you to this, to switch this up. If they believe you're telepathically, every shift you're going through internally, they would feel some form of pull left, right, center in them, okay? For them to believe you're telepathically connected right now, remember, they've got their eye on you. So you're either, even if they're viewing you on a burner, whatever it is, they're seeing things of you where they're thinking, holy moly, they must be in my mind right now, okay? Just be careful. Ghosted. Ghosted. Only card that's mirrored. I know you got go, but that control. I think there's far greater reasons this person hasn't opened up. There's something in their life that has not been the right time, okay? They hate this behavior about themselves. They don't like this. They know they do this, okay? They know that their behavior just really keeps them stuck in life. And they don't want to be controlled by their trauma. They don't want to be controlled by, you know, certain decisions that they make from an unhealed place. But again, I need to make it clear, true divines, and this is where you guys get so, I hate that just because we say the avoidant, the runner and the chaser and the avoidant veil, it doesn't mean they're a bloody avoidant in life. It's normally who activates in the longing energy. You guys are normally the avoidance in life. You avoid family, friends, daily tasks, whoever gets the feminine energy. That's your lesson to learn, because I always say projection. What you guys put out, you'll get in times 100. So if you have avoided people like the plague your whole life, put yourself in the category of alone. You don't know how to love properly, feminines. All you know is toxic love before you activate. It's your person that you learn sensitivity, compassion, and kind-hearted nature from again. They finally activate your heart space. Whoever gets the running veil, it's normally them that bends over backwards in love. They normally always get taken advantage of. It's like, it's not the typical, oh, they're anxious, it's not. It's actually completely opposite on the divine journey. So I don't know why you guys get into the mind frame of they're in you would have seen that they're anything but an avoidant. Yeah, they would have had trauma. Yeah, they would have had trauma in your relationships just as you did, but they would have tried to fix this. They would have bent over backwards. They would have had you on a pedestal. They would have made sure you felt doted to all the time, okay? It's just when those veils come on, it's like the person you fell in love with gets sucked off to Mars, okay? It's the veils. So I have to say it because I see this so much. How can you say to yourself, this is your divine person, but they're an avoidant, they're a love bomber, they're a narcissist? Why are you holding on to those labels? Because that's not the case. Remember who they were when you met them, because you saw their divine light. You guys get put with that longing veil because you need to heal all your avoidant tendencies. You need to learn how to open your heart back up from your life full of trauma. You need to learn how to appreciate love. You need to not be a highly critical lover. Your journey in this world as a divine being is to teach some form of unconditional love. So boy, oh boy, do you need to learn how to do that, okay? And the mind frame the Right Collective has right now, you aren't in a place of, it's not a divine energy, it's a programmed energy. I'm going to be honest. Yes, you would have memories of this person maybe not knowing how to deal with their emotion completely properly, whatever the case may be, but you would have had so many examples of this person. Let it be arguments, even if they did take off, they'd always come back and try and solve it. Your person is not, and I know I'm saying you would have had, I don't even want to put labels on either of you, but the thing is, whoever the feminine is, you guys are actually the ones that truly embody more avoidant tendencies, okay? I'm saying this for a reason for this collective, because you got to break free from that. It's just, it prolongs your journey. You aren't your subconscious programming. Just remember that. So this person, they're going over this and they don't even understand why they do it, because it's the veil, okay? The first person in their life that they've probably been able to put up boundaries. As they teach you to open your heart, you teach them their masculine strength. You teach them their courage. You guys return the favors, but in your own right. So again, just don't be negative, my angels, right now. Holy sugar! You got the red thread here. You didn't just get fate, you got the red thread and you got the twins before. So this person believes through their core that you are their person. And I guarantee you this has come around in your last cycle, but you missed it because of this exact mind frame. You guys don't believe in... So many people want to say, I'm a twin flame, but you don't believe what it entails. We talk about it all the time. No one's the exception here. Without breaking free from the subconscious programming, without the mission work, without finding your divine light, without finding your sovereign being, without working on your unconditional love, without removing these things that keep swallowing you whole, without releasing and stepping into this with blind faith and not getting so activated and triggered because you have nothing tangible in your hands but your divine glow and your divine journey and how much you're evolving and how much you're helping. You guys aren't doing what this really entails. And this collective, do not miss this cycle because you are frustrated about the time here. Because that's why you feel silly for how long you've been waiting. Stop. You're stronger than that. Look at this person's energy towards you right now. The only thing that's a little bit alarming is this first row. And that comes to your energy work right now and releasing the fear of this and understanding it had to happen. Without them ghosting you and breaking your heart, you would not be a nice person today. Okay? Sorry, I'm saying it. In the nicest way, I'm ripping off the Band-Aid. They teach you to bring down the ice wall from your heart. There's a reason I kept saying Ice Queen before. And you teach them to be that lion. So just believe. Clearing and healing karma through. They've got more belief right now than you. They know. This all happened for clearing and healing. They're starting to understand it in the depths of their soul. When I saw that twin flame card come out for them in that first part, I was like, huh? You're going to be shocked if you switch your mind frame. Switch your mind frame right now. Action. That was separation that flipped. So action through this separation. And I just want to backtrack a little bit because I said the only thing that's annoying you is how long you've been waiting. Have you, I know, okay, again, subconscious programming. You think you've been waiting, but the right collective, for this to be like this, you're on your grind, okay? You're a completely different person. You have been... This is probably your only heavy point, the lack of this person coming in for external union. But you haven't been waiting. You have been gaining so much on this journey. It's actually the feminines that have an easier journey than the masculines. Yes, you guys go through the internal evolution. Their whole life has to fall apart. They are accumulated because it's the masculines that have, unfortunately, a little bit less trauma than you normally, right? So they have to get all the trauma built up because that's what activates our awakening. Our brain fuses out because we can't deal with any more trauma. So the poor masculines... And I know you guys have gone through trauma your whole life. I get it. But everyone thinks the feminine's journey is so hard. It's like the masculines don't get enough credit. And it just makes me sad. This, you have to stop viewing it as I've been waiting so long. Because let's be real, the right collective, this has changed your whole life. Okay? You have to switch your outlook. Without this person, and I say it all the time and I don't think people get it, whoever this, you would not be or have what you have today without this broken heart, without this journey. Stop holding so much anger towards this person. You would not be sitting in the life you've created, okay, for the right collective. Sorry, again, tough. I just get passionate because I want all true divines to come into union, and people don't understand the power of the mind. And this is the shit that puts you guys on pause for so long. Okay? You need to be stronger than your subconscious belief system. Everything you are labeling this person, they are not. But that's what you're putting into your reality. For the right collective. Oh, and now they see you as the one. Look at all of these cards towards you, and you are all the only positive you got was you want an apology and the divine masculine. So again, it's I just need answers. I just need answers. So again, not the right outlook for our beautiful feminines. Okay. Oh, telepathy. No contact. So they're going over there, probably staring at their phone like, Arr! They're stressing. They don't want this anymore. And this is why you've got such an overwhelm right now about your no contact and no communication. It's like this person, I'm going to say it because it's like they think you know what they've been going through. It's like they think you know why they're choosing no contact. And I know that sounds mad, but if they truly believe you live in their mind, that them not opening up and telling you what's going on, because they think you already know. Okay, and I always say, you guys, as soon as you activate, you're activating your high priestess, your oracle, but it's not for your own path. It's not for their path. It's for the people around you. We are here to serve humanity. But your poor masculines, they have such fear of your sight. They think you know every inch of their soul. And the universe shuts off your access, your eye, when it comes to them, because you're not allowed. You're not allowed in their energy. The only time you guys will ever get any kind of true, not just overthinking intuition, true intuition about them is if something's happened. An accident, an illness, like you guys get an overwhelm about that. But when it comes to, say, blockages with karmics or, you know, maybe little accidents and things like, you guys have no idea. You have no idea. It's all just your overacting active mind. You are not allowed to access their energy. And this is why I tell you guys, don't even bother reading your cards. You're just seeing, the only time you guys get your storyline is your initial separation, your 4D mind activation, where you see your end stop. I talk about this all the time. You see the way they come in, you see the life you're going to have, but you do not see your timing. That's what activates your longing veil. Because you just believe through your gut, through your soul, through every inch of your fiber, this person's about to come in and bang down your door. But it's not in that moment. You get your initial 4D activation and knowing. But that's what's meant to keep you into your blind faith, what you've already seen. Again, the only time you will ever truly be able to access, and it might come through dreams or just literally like hit you out of nowhere, is if they've gone through something very, very severe and like life-threatening severe. And all the other times, it's just your intuition playing havoc. Sends you guys crazy. Okay. I just want to get these two. They were so... They were really beautiful. I was about to say you got a clean sweep. The only thing they've now got a little... It's the ghosting on how they left this. But that's because that's what you're focusing on, this collective. Okay, let's just get a couple of these. Holy moly! Telepathy again and planning. I've been preparing a love offer for you. You'll be shocked, and I believe it. I'm fantasizing. I fantasize about our future together, our home, kids, vacations. I want it all. And you got moving and babies. Just saying. I'm seeing my proposal card. Just be positive. What was that? But they're stressed. Because you're stressed. Energy. More passion. More energy. More footwork. Fix your energy. I've transformed into my highest self because of you. Your energy changed me. Extrovert and growth. We love that. Moving towards you with confidence, ready to show you how they really love you. And then you've got growth here. You've encouraged me to look deep inside myself and discover who I really am. As they did you, so give thanks and let go of all the negativity. Okay, there could have been, maybe that was the block, not the right time. And so there was another energy interfering in this connection. Could have been competition. It could have actually been. And that's another thing, you guys. And remember, I saw that seduction card in my mind. I always say there's a karmic in the background, but maybe that has been what was stopping this person coming through. I was going to see what the block was, but I don't. Because you don't need to know. You need to learn how to trust this person. It's not about knowing exactly what's... And I ain't gonna lie, they could even think you have someone in your life. I'm hearing both for that. Because you got the mirror with the moving on and this and that. I'm hearing both. But you're irresistible. Underneath fantasizing. Holy moly. I cannot resist you. You are the best I've ever had. There's a lot of sexual reminiscing going on. You have my undivided attention. So that could be them thinking, I'm hearing both. I want to show you what real love is. Protect your heart and show you an everlasting love underneath the way that their energies, they're seeing clearly. That's good. Mirroring. My angels. They think you're mirroring. They're highly mistaken. Disconnected. You're pissed off. You need to, again, change your perception. Your soul is a mirror of my own. Thank you for treating me with love and respect. Love and respect. Growth. So, it's my bedtime. I had to get this reading out. Shattered. Old habits are finally breaking down and a new version of them is being revealed underneath the growth. Just believe. Okay, last one. I was seeing the proposal card. That was advice. They could be getting advice from someone. And sexual tension. And watching. Triple confirmation with that. You've been patient with me during this journey. The wait is over. True love is here. Very nice. Okay. I just want to see what they want to say, and then I'm gonna and we'll roll the dice and get tarot here. I've never felt a connection this intense before. Honestly, it was love at first sight, and the rest is history. We're going over the first time you guys met. That could be the photos as well. My life is so empty without you in it. I regret pushing you away and I want another chance. It all had to happen. It's funny because normally when I'm doing this, I'm actually saying to you guys, my feminines, I'm telling you guys, they just need to believe this all happened for a reason, just like you guys. But it's so weird. I'm telling the feminines this. It's your masculines that have more belief than you right now. You need to truly understand this all happened for a reason. Otherwise, you'll never let go of the resentment of what's happened here. Without this pain, you would not be who you are today. I'm really hoping this is sinking in for the right collective. I'm transforming, but blocking. I'm transforming, but I need to do this alone and find out who I really am. I want to be the best version of me for you, which is what's been happening. Going over, and again, the sad thing is this person thinks they're this. Anything, this person, their lesson was in life to, yes, love greatly, but make sure the right people they were letting in their life to share their heart space. Your person's been burnt by love time and time again, but because of the way they've acted and treated, and it's like this person, they're an absolute broken mess that they need to change this. It's like after you, they lost themselves. They didn't know the version they were. It was the veil. To build them strength, to build them courage, to make them learn boundaries. To step into that alpha energy with power. It's really sad. My life is empty without you. I regret... Oh, that one came out before. I have abandonment issues and have been let down by every single person I've ever allowed to be close to me. But yet they still look at me blocking as I'm talking about them. They let people take advantage of their kindness. Again, their veil was to teach them to finally have a backbone in life. Yours was to soften you into understanding, acceptance, and love. Okay? Yes, there's abandonment and traumas, but everyone deals with it differently. And I promise you, this collective I'm speaking to, your person loves way too hard that it has always left them broken. Okay? Always been let down. And I'm not saying you haven't, this collective, but clearly this collective, you've got a strong cutoff game. Okay? This person has never had a strong cutoff game until you. Probably the first person that's broken the right collective's heart. Because once you're done, you're out the door. You're like, peace out. You'll never hear... This is reminding me of my collective. It's like you could have even had a relationship. Once you were done, you packed up the whole house and you were like, I'm out of here. Peace out. Didn't even let them know. Okay? Made them walk into an empty... There's a reason I'm putting that detail in for this collective. And again, projection, if you had done that to a past person that you were with for years, this person probably left you that way. Probably left you while you were at work, or packed up all their shit and disappeared, or tried to get out before you could stop them, because that's what you had done to people in the past. They were literally meant to reflect to you how bad treating people like that was. The right collective, this will all be making sense to you. So now this poor chop literally feels they're just this broken, nasty person that, but it's really sad. Anyway, one more. You help me realize that I do deserve love despite my upbringing. So they are reflecting. They're starting to bring their walls down. They're starting to not be as scared of love anymore. So who are they thinking about? Their person. Okay. You are all I think about. You intrigue me and I want to know everything, little thing about you. I'm planning a big surprise. Well, we know that. Get ready and expect the unexpected. If you can just release your negativity right now, my angels. Okay, I love you guys, but I'm normally so hard on the masculine energy. This time I'm being hard on the feminine energy. All right, I'm going to roll a dice. Now, I'm going to say, if a 6 comes out, I am not reading your tarot. You need to ride the wave here. Stop it. All right, we'll get it. There's clearly advice you need here. So it was 4 and we just got 5 then. But let's just see your week ahead then. The week ahead for this collective and this connection. Just more advice. Week ahead. That's good. Sun. No, I think they're coming in with their strategy. I heard confession with that. You got confession at the start. You've got Sun, 7 of Swords. I'm going to say reverse because we got that confession. And the Moon. It's all going to be illuminated. All the truths, the strategy, the mask that's been hidden, that's created an illusion, that's created anxiety and fear is about to be illuminated. Trust. These words shouldn't even matter. If you truly believed in your divine connection, it shouldn't matter, okay? Yes, we're still in the human experience. Yes, there needs to be this cleared out. I get it. But what I'm trying to say is this collective, you're so dependent right now that you need an apology, you need a declaration. I always say this, when divines are truly ready, they come in with it anyway because they respect you and they want to fix it. Okay, but you shouldn't be so reliant on this confession and what's been going on and blah, 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 blah. It is about to be illuminated. But it needs a light-hearted approach as well. I just wouldn't be on your high horse. I'm sticking to it for this collective. Okay, this person. Some divines I do say to you guys, and this is why you can't rely on collectives. Some of you guys, my biggest advice for all collectives, you know when it's time because they declare everything. And it's not just words. They put the action behind it to back it up. Anything in between that, my advice is boundaries, self-love, self-appreciation. Okay, put yourself first because this journey starts with you finding yourself first. When it's time, you will know because you will feel safe in their energy. They won't take no for an answer. And just how when you first met and you tried to keep them at an arm's distance, it's like that comes again. It's like you try, but you just... You it's that Queen of Pentacles. It's like you can't help but just care and love and want to be there, but you have your heart a bit protected, but it's just such a, again, it's that magnetic pull. Twin flame reunion, the neon awakening, the one divine union, but you have to submit to the control of the situation. Complete life's purpose. The anger fades. I always say no bigger sign than how we feel, and normally when it's not time, your poor little heart goes from here to bloody China. You feel sick, you get anxious, you pace. It's like you see that message at, hey, and you just feel sick to the stomach. It's like your whole body tells you this is a lesson to put yourself first. But you guys just get stuck there. But when it's time, everything gets illuminated with strength. Oh, they're all just wanting to come out. Shadow. So your shadow will be activated. I think that's coming from this collective. This specifically says toxic, fixated, certain karmic ties, lies, illusions, control freak. So if this person's coming through with honesty and you want to don't fall into your shadow. And what did I say before? Just before greatness, the devil tries to stop you from your finished stop, your greatness. What's that paired with? It's coming together. Three of Pentacles is so beautiful. It's three different masters coming together in synergy to make one grand masterpiece. Okay. You can synergize this, but again, I think it's Queen. Oh my God. Be careful. That's a beautiful energy, but you just don't want to be... It's up to you how you deal with this. I can't tell anybody how to feel in a moment, but if you are in your shadow, if you are not feeling this is good enough and you're questioning everything and you're questioning their truths and you're clearly just not ready, okay? So instead of starting an argument, maybe you need to pull yourself back, simmer down before trying to have a conversation here. And I will also say this, maybe part of the confession is this person could have unfortunately be bound to a fire sign that maybe they worked with that you were unaware of, okay? And it was their shadow. That was because there's a confession coming, there's truths coming, so some things might be good to hear and other things might be hard to hear, but no bigger sign than your emotion. The world underneath the sun. We could literally start a new cycle. To start a new cycle, we need to remove the old. The only way... and star. You got the sun, moon, and star here. Cosmic. What the... is going on. It's a miracle. Literally going to feel like you've been touched for the heavens, but you need to be calm, balanced, trust in the universal flow of life. Trust this is coming from the divine. This is going to reinstill hope and faith here. If you let it, you can't get past this sun, world, star, and the moon here. Magic. This is Seven of Swords. I'm sticking with that. I feel that's the confession from, and it's for very honest. This person's going to be very honest. Six of Pentacles is very equal give. I actually feel this collective, you're going to be all right. I think you're going to be open to this conversation. Okay. It's just whatever this is. There's something that activates you. And when you activate, instead of lashing out, especially if that's what you've been working on, because remember, they're a very sensitive kind of person. So are you clearly. But they're getting, if this is the first time they've come in with this courage and then they see this abruption come out of you because of your shadow, just my advice, I always say this journey is to teach us how to ride the wave of emotion. And if you know you're an impulsive person, the universe would have been testing you a lot of recent with your impulsiveness. Have you learnt to feel that trigger and sit there within those days and ride the wave until the impulse goes away? Let it be 3 days, 4 days a week, and train your mind to understand, yes, a sense of urgency and a trigger comes over me. But when I ride the wave, it dissipates away. That's what healing is, to teach your mind how to ride the wave of emotion and not act on it. So see how you're dealing with impulsive situations and triggers right now. And people think feeling a trigger, it goes away in an hour or two or a day. No, you fixate more. Minimum, it takes about 3 days to really overcome an overwhelmed emotion. And that's another thing ascensions are meant to teach you on this journey. I always say ascensions last for 5 to 7 days. They're absolutely gut-wrenching, but you come out the other end. But then because you guys know what ascensions are and you label it and you start programming it in your mind, I'm just going through an ascension, you learn to ride the wave of your ascension, right? I always say 7 ascensions, next 7 ascensions. You're constantly ascending on this healing journey. But I don't know why people don't use that same thought pattern when it comes to healing. Oh, a trigger's come up. This is going to take me 3 days to get past it, 3 or 4 days, but I'm going to be fine. So I'm just going to ride the wave of it. Okay, it's again, reprogramming your mind. We talk about it all the time. Even if you start labeling triggers as ascensions, because ascension means ascending from an emotion to a higher consciousness, right? Breaking free from the belief system that's been imprinted from 3-4 years old. Maybe label it differently if it makes your brain come over it better. So when you're triggered, I'm ascending, I'm growing through this trigger, I'm ascending, okay? Teaching your brain how to ride the wave of emotion, okay? Empress underneath the moon, that's good, that makes me happy. So you are going to be in your feminine. That makes me happy. You are going to be compassionate, nurturing, and still. What's this then? That could just be part of what needs to be spoken. Let's get one for that to confirm. I think that's part of, that's what's caused the stillness here. That, and it could again as well, Chariot, and don't rush anything. I think that's part of the, because I saw seduction and then the love triangle. This could be part of the confession that caused a bit of stillness and no, this isn't the right time here. Okay. But also if you carry on this way and act through your shadow, it will cause stillness. All right. This all had to happen for a reason. You were preparing for harvest season, ripening, things coming to fruition. Okay. They had to, I think this is who they had to grow from. And that's another apology card. But he's my hopeless romantic. He's a little bit of a fantasy. So I think this person's mind had to evolve through this. Okay. Surprise admirer. Not so secret admirer. Not stuck anymore. 6 of Cups. Trust. Okay. That was nice. sorry, a bit of tough love for the feminines, because I just don't want you to miss your cycle. See. The sailor went to sea to see what he could see. Sorry, why did that come over me? C could be an important initial. Alright. Oh, my bell just dropped. Same. Maybe you just got some witch's bells, or you need to. Okay. C. CNN. Isn't that news? CNC. That's important. And P. Windfall is about to come. So you've been building for so long. You deserve this. The Venus star. Love. Aphrodite. But seashells. Have confidence. This all needed to. Your perseverance is about to pay off. Luck is on your side. Full moon, new moon energy, and then pearl. I want to get these quickly. Pearl. Could have a holy moly! You just got wedding and honeymoon, and I was seeing proposal before. One after another. The chemistry. It's nice. So family issues. So there was family things that you both needed to go through as well. That could be part of the conversation coming. But attraction and chemistry. Wait. This person seeing you is very irresistible right now too. And as well, I wouldn't be letting people in, like friends and stuff right now, until you're really getting back on the same page. You got to remember, true divines, everyone's got such a, be careful, because they can deceive, they can get jelly belly. Just keep it a little bit protected and sacred until you guys are really on the same page and you're strong as a team, okay, and you've built back your foundation, because highly opinionated with true divines because of the societal issues. Your love's hard for other people to understand and grasp, but finally calling them in. It's time. Very nice. Okay, guys. Sorry. He's stuck in my mind. 8th of the 1st, 1st of the 8th, 17th of the 9th, 17th of the 4th, 717, 44, 444. You could be seeing a lot of, you normally get different signs, like to what you normally get, but because this feminine energy, you have a real frustration, the right collective. The universe would be showing you so many synchronized numbers trying to get you to calm down. And I think 555 and 444 would be very prominent for you guys, letting you know you're just transforming now. 4 is beautiful, 444, but that number for me personally, it just reminds me of a very long kind of preparing you for a long journey with a lot of commitment that will be tested, a lot of perseverance that is needed. But once you get there and you expand the right way, those unexpected blessings come. But I think seeing 444, it just is to really show you it will all pay off in the end. Okay, but if you're seeing a lot of 555 right now in this emotion, your higher self is saying you got to transform out of this, and quick smart. It was all for a reason. Remember that. 16th of the 3rd, 17th of the 3rd, 717 again. 10th of the 6th, 6th of the 10th, 69. Very good angel number. It reminds me of twin flames too, the yin and yang, but it's about good and bad karma. So anyway, I love you guys, and it's time for me to have a shower and go to bed. Sweetest dreams. I love you all.